Hello, welcome back to our next video. So today we are going to talk about what we call the bullet, the numbering, and the multi-level numbering. For example, if we come into our work that we had saved last time, command open, so it takes us to this point. For example, if I, wanted to add some information here, for example, let me add some information, assuming that this is the information we are having. For example, let me make it, let's say we clear the formattings, we take them back to that. So we remove this. So this is part of the information we are now having. Photoshop, this is Dreamweaver. Okay. No. PHP, we ignore. Now, we press enter, we go down a little. Now, this is the information we are going to be using for this kind of video. So today we are going to begin talking about what we call the bullets. We shall talk about the numbering, and we shall also talk about what we call the multi-level list. Now let's begin with the bullets. For example, you'll highlight your information. Remember, any change will always happen or occur after you highlighting your information. So let's begin with the bullets. You can pick any type of bullet that you really want. Let's say I want that. Let's say I want this. Let's say I want this. But assuming that you have your information, or you need to put a bullet which is not in this list, you can define your own what? Your own bullet by coming down here to define new bullet. When you come there, you'll come and see what we call a symbol. You can choose any type of symbol or any symbol of your choice and use it as your bullet. For example, I want to use this. I'll click on it and say add. Then after that, I'll say okay. So it will be brought here as my bullet. Now, you can choose any type of bullet that you want, any from the list. Let's come to what we call the numbering. So, after choosing the bullets, you may decide to choose or to use numbers instead of the bullets. So, you come onto the list, you choose any type of numbering that you want. Any numbering, Romans and others. Let's say we have number 1, 3. We have these ones. But I may be in need, for example, to say that I want to be in, let's say, from number 5 running up to number 20. So I'll come and say I can define that list and say set numbering what? Set numbering value. Then here I'll come and say I want to set the value from which I want to begin from when I'm numbering my information. For example, I can begin from a 3, so it will come and put a 3 onto my work. So I can take it back to that. For example, define, then you come back and say I want to begin from 1. But I've showed you how you can change that list of yours. Now, the last one is going to be the multi-level. So I will highlight my work. For example, I'll give them 12 as the, I can take them to what we call the Times New Roman. That is the information we are having. So you highlight your work, then come to what we call the multi-level list. So you can pick any type of list that you want here. For example, let me use this one in the beginning. So we have Microsoft Word, but under Microsoft Word, remember we have Microsoft Office, but under Microsoft Office we have a list. We have Word, Excel, Access, Publisher, PowerPoint. Let's say Microsoft Publisher. Those are the lists. Then under the graphics designing softwares, we have Adobe, Illustrator, we have Photoshop. Then After Effects, then web designing, we can have Dreamweaver, we can have Flash and others. So we want to, let's say, classify these under different sections or under different headings. For example, Word or Microsoft Office is going to be having a list of these ones. Then designing software is going to have a list of these ones. Then the web designing software is also having a list of, let's say, 5. So what we do, we highlight it, then come on to what we call the multi-level numbering. Then you choose the type of numbering that you want. So after numbering them, then you will be need to put all these items under Microsoft Office. So what we'll do, come and click onto that item you want to put under the list for. Remember, when you look here into our list, it shows us that it's going to begin from number 1, then it comes to A, it comes to Roman 1, like that. That's the list that's going to be following, but going in that format. So what we do, we come and click where Microsoft Word is, then come onto our keyboard, we press the tab key. It will put it there. Down here, tab, down here, tab, click down here, tab, click down here, tab. So it has made our list as this one. Then under the graphics, we have Adobe. We come to Adobe, put a list, tab, click tab, click tab. Sorry, they are ending there. Then under web designing softwares, we also come and say Adobe, we click tab, we click a tab, we click a tab, we click a tab. That means that you can make any list of your what? Of your choice. For example, if you want to add it, if you really wanted to add any other in this list, you would just write that item there. Then after that, you come and say tab. So it will be given a Roman. Remember, the list we are having is showing us that we are having a number 1, A, then Roman. So it will be following that what? That order. So let me remove this one. I was just showing you. For example, it depends on the list of items that you're having. So if you're not happy with this list, you can as well change it to any other type of list that you really want. You want this one, you want this one. You can say that. So we have article 1 having Microsoft Office, section 101 has this, 1012 like that. So that is what we call the numbering. So thank you for watching. I think the video will help you out. See you in the next video.